Hey, it's Matt from Blue Tuna Spearfishing, and today we're going over loading inverted rollers for the Andre spear guns. So your band sets will come dangling like this. Get your two straight bands free and clear from all the others so they're not crossed over. Push them from the bottom of the gun to the top, and then step on the handle lightly, but do it so the gun doesn't jump back up at you. Form the loop so it's going to catch onto the screw set here, and let go. Okay, so that's the tops preloaded for the day. You just do that once, and then if you check your bands, everything's still nice and straight. These lines are straight, so nothing's crossed over. Okay, for loading the shaft, you want to put it underneath the wishbone, guide it all the way back, lock it in the neck, make sure that it's engaged by pulling it, and then take your line from your shark fin nice and straight. We're going to go to the inside of this pin, outside of the next, outside of the following. So the rest of the gun is just going to be wrapping from your line release to your line anchor. And there's 3 wraps on a roller because they have additional shooting range. So there's your third. This gun has a reel, so not all guns will rig this way, but with the reel I let out an additional length so that it could wrap around the line release. That way it's not getting in the way of the bands loading. So your final step here would be push the line down so they're under the line guide and not in the way of your bands up top. For securing the slip tip, put it on. Always arrange the line the same every time. It'll provide better results for accuracy. And then just follow the same path as your line on the side here. With the reel, it's a little more tricky because you have to separate it so that your reel line's not going to pinch the slip tip line. But basically separate it here, pull your Spectra line up so that it's getting kind of bit between the shooting line and the post, and that should be nice and secure and tight so the slip tip doesn't fall off. Okay, so for loading the actual bands, your first load's going to be on the top. Let's actually face it this way. So this is only done once for the day, so those are preloaded. Now you're going to load the top. I like to put it in my hip here. And don't do this at home. We're in a space where we actually have padding back there, so if the gun were to shoot off accidentally, it would go through this wall and not come back at us. So I'm going to put my hand on the back of the grip here, and being cautious not to put my finger on the trigger. So I'm actually pushing, as I'm pushing forward, it's loading this wishbone with this hand. So come back to your rest tab. That's all I'm going to load in here, just for sake of not overloading a gun. But what you want to do is actually bring that all the way back to either shark fin for the most power. So that's your top load. Now you're going to flip your gun and load your inner set, then your outer set. So you're going to load this right here to that metal line anchor. On this part, make sure you have your pinkies up a little bit higher so when it grips the base that it'll stretch and clear your pinkies. So you see how they're clearing right here? Okay, so that's fully loaded, with the exception that the wishbone's not back here. Okay, it's all ready to shoot. Your safety that I put up, it's on When you push it down, it's off and ready to shoot. All right, have fun, dive safe.